Hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS9. So here in this video, we will solve this reading practice. This is Brutalist architecture. This is reading passage that was part of 23rd December 2023 IELTS exam in India. So for Indian students, you must be knowing this reading was there. So you can tell me at the end whether this reading was easy or moderate or difficult. So you can just let me know in comment section. Thank you so much in advance, and of course if you like it, please subscribe and like this video. Okay, so I will not be reading anything about anything in this passage, so straight away I will go to see the types of question what they have given. Okay, so I have understood the meaning of this architecture related reading passage is there. Now I will not be reading anything, because if I start reading the passages, all the paragraphs here, then it will be a wastage of time according to me. So definitely let's see the questions. So first type of question here is complete the following sentences, means fill in the blanks and with no more than 3 words from the passage. So fill in the blanks are there. So we want to 1 to 7 number question, and second type of question we has multiple choice questions. So just stay with me here for full video, because we will be discussing some tips and tricks while solving these questions. Okay, so let's start this reading passage. Question number 1, this is my keyword. That keyword will take me to the location of the question statement. So fill in the blanks, as I know we are doing it, and sometimes we can get the correct answer with the help of the word before and the word after. Sometimes it is, so it is helping us in finding the correct answer. Now the Anglo-Saxon architecture failed to last because the buildings were constructed in dash. Okay, it was failed to last means resistance or like that kind of thing. So this word will take us. Okay, so let's start from the first paragraph, that is this. So I will not be trying to understand, so straight away I am just looking at the word. So my pencil, how my pencil is going on, you can see this. Now in A paragraph nothing is like that. Now this is my full A paragraph, so I am still looking for this word, Anglo-Saxon architecture. Okay, so you can just read it. You can, yeah, I can see this word because S is capital, A is capital, it can be easily located. Okay, so building is also there. And now let's read what the statement is, what the information is saying here. Okay, so see this. Architecture failed to resist or failed to last because the buildings were constructed in. Okay, and although the Anglo-Saxons had a sophisticated building style of their own, little survives. Okay, failed to last to bear witness to their achievements, as vast majority of these buildings were made of means constructed in wood. Okay, now first question we have found it. Now next location, different from medieval architectures. Okay, so medieval word will take us to the location. The buildings, okay, yes, this is the good word. 16th century represent, the buildings of the 16th century represents what they represents. Okay, 16th century and medieval we will just find. And here in the next paragraph, so 16th century, no, this is not 16th century, this is not 16th century, yeah, 16th century is here. See this, that, so you should pick the keyword from the question statement that can be that we can easily locate. 16th century. Okay, castles served their particular purpose, and their battlements and turrets were for use than ornaments. In a sense, the buildings of the 16th century were also governed by fitness for purpose. 16th century. Okay, only the purpose was very different in domestic architecture. Okay, in particular buildings were used to play represents, used to display status and wealth. So here we will just write status and wealth. So because we are permitted to write 3 words, not more than 3 words. See this we have done. So second is also done. Now coming to third number question. So here the costly glass means costly means they can get they can write some synonym also, means expensive or this kind of glass was applied widely as an in those years. Now this word, definitely this article will take us to the location, but yes, first we have to find glass word. Okay, glass. So this we have done. See paragraph. Let's find the glass word. How my pencil is just moving from here and there to find the word, then nearby we can read. Yeah, expensive word is there, commodity, the use of great expenses, glass is there. See this. Okay, now what they want, as an word is also there. See this, as an. So the rooms themselves tended to bigger and lighter as an expensive commodity. The use of great expense of glass was in itself a statement of wealth. The costly glass was applied widely as an dash in those years. Definitely expensive commodity we will just write. See this, now I have written expensive commodity. Now fourth number, Inigo, whatever the name is there, sorry I can't read it. Inigo Jones was skilled at handling dash style. Okay, he was skilled at handling style. So style also, handling also, but yes, the location we will find with these two names. Okay, so let's find. So here we got this answer. After that we can get, so now next will be there. So I am looking for Jones Tudor work 19 novels. No, here it is not. I am just shifting the page from here. I am looking for Jones was skilled at handling style. Okay, so here Jones, Inigo, into exile, French, Dutch. No, here it is not. Here it is not. The style is here. Style word is here. It means answer will be in next page. On the next page. Although style was here, but the word is here. I missed it. Inigo Jones. See this. Same we were looking for. Inigo Jones was skilled at handling dash style. Okay. With the exception of this, whose confident handling of classical detail proportion set him apart from all other architects of the period. So detail, classical style. So this we can easily find, classical. See this, Jones was skilled at. So whose confident handling of classical detail means classical style. Indirectly they have given another name for style. Okay, next, William Morris favored the production of made in. Okay, now William Morris. Okay, so I was in hurry that time. William Morris. Okay, nobles follow the French, Dutch and Italian. Charles Restoration 16. There was a flurry of building activity. European trends. The British Baroque was a restoration. Civil War was there. Okay, now let's move to the next page. So in next paragraph I have got this word, William Morris word here. Okay, I will just show you the things here. So we are looking for William Morris favored the production of what? Something made in pre-industrial manufacturing techniques. Okay, pre-industrial manufacturing techniques is there. So okay, railing, no, from here, from where? Okay, like, okay, reformers like John and William made a concentrated effort to return to handcrafted pre-industrial manufacturing techniques. Morris' influence grew from the production of, yes, production of, same word is there. See this, I am just showing you, production of furniture and textile. We will just write these three words. Okay, now this furniture and textile we have written. Now 6th number, the architects such as provided the landlord with conservative houses. Okay, such as word means, yes, for example also, like, as, like also it can be, for instance also they can give. So let's find landlord, conservative houses also, and the architecture. Okay, So this paragraph is done. The most important trends in 20th century architecture word is there. So we were looking for past Britain. This person name was working on cold hard expanses of glass. Le Corbusier. Okay, you know Le Corbusier. He was the architect of Chandigarh city. Okay, the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. So was experimenting with the use of reinforced concrete formers. We had state establishment architect like Edwin Lutyens. Now he is the creator of Connaught Place in New Delhi, producing new this houses for an outmoded landed glass. In addition, okay, what we are looking at, actually I had started my sharing my general knowledge. The architects such as Dash provided the landlord with houses. Word is C there. C. Was experimenting with the use of concrete frames. We had state established architect like means such as Edwin Lutyens, producing this country houses for an outmoded landed class. Landed class means owners kind of thing. So here we will just write Edwin Lutyens. Now I have written Edwin Lutyens. See, this like word is also there, and this houses word is also there, and landed class means this landlord. Okay, now next, after World War II, now World War II we have to find architect commission shifted from individual to dash. Okay, now World War II. Okay, so this paragraph, World War II we have to find. Yeah, Second World War II. See, in question statement it is written 2 and here it is written like that. So it means the situation began to change. The modern movement believe, no, what we are looking, actually we should read it again. The architect commission shifted from individual. Now individual and architect commission I have to find it. Okay. Progress with the struck chord mood. Post-war Britain, reconstruction began. Labor, there was a desperate need for cheap housing, which could be the elements, metal frames, okay, absence of decoration, all which had been okay. Now I am looking for my main word is architect commission. Also I have to look. No, nothing. Since, yeah, architectural word is also here. Individuals word is here. So what we should write it? Individual to architects commission shifted from an individual to, shift word is also there. This represented, no, it means we should read it. Modern abroad and viewed with suspicion by the British were adopted to varying degrees for housing development. Schools, local authorities charged with the task of rebuilding the city center become important patrons of architecture. This represents a shift from individual who had dominated. Okay, so individual to local authorities. Okay, so I will just write it. And here also, since the World War, it has been corporate bodies like these local authorities together with the national and multinational companies. It means local authorities had visited, shifted from individual to this. Now MCQ question, how to do MCQ question. The feature of medieval architecture. Okay, let's find the feature of wherever it was given. It was given in, I think, in previous first or second paragraph, I think. So this is my A paragraph. Here only this keyword is here. In B paragraph, so we can see medieval architecture is there. So we will start reading from here because we are looking for the feature of medieval architecture was. Now here what they are saying, and it is all the more remarkable because the underlying ethos of medieval architecture was, see this medieval architecture, same line is there, was fitness for purpose. Okay, the great cathedrals, churches that lifted up their towers to heaven were not only acts of devotion in stone, they were also fiercely functional building castle. Okay, the main answer is here, fitness for purposes. So this it is not serving, decorative is not given, so useful, purpose means useful, so we will just write it here, useful. Okay, so I don't know why they have given it. So I have googled it, but they were, I think something is missing from this text. but actually it is useful. Useful means for purpose. Now ninth number, what contributed to the outward looking buildings in the 16th century? Now this 16th century we know where it is located. 16th century in the same paragraph, and we have to look for this outward looking buildings. Okay, so let's read it. We will not try to understand the meaning of the question statement as well as come out with the keyword that will take you to the location in the paragraph, and after that try to understand the demand of the question. What contributed to the outward looking buildings in the 16th century? Who contributed or what contributed actually? Okay, 16th century castles. Castles served their particular purpose, and their battlement turrets were for rather than ornament. In a sense, the buildings of the 16th century, this is the actual location, were also governed by fitness for purposes that we have now. Only the purpose was very different. In domestic architecture, particular buildings were used to display status and wealth. See this, already we have done this. So let's read the options. Now options are saying safety, beauty, quality, technology. No, safety, beauty, quality, nothing is there. So let's read it again. I will just try to read it again. 16th century, the buildings of the 16th century were also governed by fitness for purpose. Now only the purpose was very different. In domestic architecture, particular buildings were used to display status and wealth. This stately and curious workmanship showed itself in various ways. A greater sense of security led to be more. Oh yes, this is the location we have chosen wrong actually. 16th century is here, we were trying to read it from here, but yes, another word after getting the location, this word we have already selected, outward looking buildings. So answer will security is already given here. See this, so we will just safety, we will just write it. Okay, now 10th number, why were the buildings in 1660s influenced by the latest European trends? 1660 will take us to the location, and reason the buildings influenced by latest European trends. Okay, let's go to this. Here in this paragraph 1660 is there. See, it is so easy to find the locations when we have done first type of question thoroughly. 1660, okay, there came. So what is the demand? Why were the buildings in 1660s influenced by the latest European trends? Okay, let's read it. They came into contact with French, Dutch and Italian architecture, and with Charles Restoration in 1660. There was a flurry of building activities as royalists reclaimed their property, built themselves house reflecting latest European trends. The British was a recession of authority. Okay, an expression of absolute ideology by man. Okay, here now let's read the options. Because the war was lost, no, they are not talking. Okay, yes, it is given, so it means we have to read the full story. But during 1640s and 50s, the civil war and aftermath sent many gentlemen and nobles to continent, either to escape for fighting. Okay, when the war was lost, to follow Charles II into exile, then there came into contact with French and all. Okay, so it means because the war was lost, but clearly it is not given the war was lost. Okay, and that's why they have to follow Charles II into exile. Okay, the war was lost because the craftsmen came from all over Europe. This also not given because the property belongs to the gentlemen and nobles. Gentlemen and nobles is given here somewhere. Now I have just, civil war and its aftermath sent many gentlemen and nobles to the continent, either to escape the fighting. Okay, so nothing is relating to property belongs to, because the monarch came back from the continent. Monarch is relating to some royal some king kind of thing. It means, I think, Charles II into exile they are talking. After the war was lost, to follow this, so it means this will come. War was lost, because this clearly reason it is not given, because the war was lost. okay, the latest the British reassertion of authority is also given, means again Britishers were there, they were there, this thing. And of course Charles restoration in this, it means that that area was owned by this person. Okay, now 11th, what kind of sense did the British okay, now this we know, here it is the location, was a sense of so what kind of sense, we need to find the sense about this, imply. Okay, was a reassertion of authority and expression of absolute ideology by a man who remembered a world turned upside down towards during the Civil War. The style is, let's read the options: tough, steady, mild, conservative. So we can decide it again, we can read it again. There was a reassertion of authority and expression of absolute ideology by a man who remembered a world turned upside down during the Civil War. Okay, steady, mild, conservative. Conservative is also not given. Okay, was a reassertion of authority, an expression of absolute. So okay, expression of like absolutist ideology. It means they were tough, not steady, not mild, not conservative. Okay, so they were tough enough. Okay, 12th, the individual craftsman, okay, was no more the key to creation for the appearance of. Okay, individual craftsman was no more the key to creation for the appearance of. Now we have to find this word. Now here in next paragraph I have found this individual craftsmen no longer had a major role in their creation. Okay, let's find the okay, the individual craftsman was no more key to creation for the appearance of what? Mass production. Okay, mass line is starting from here. Mass production resulted in buildings and furnishing that were too perfect, as the individual craftsman no longer had a key role. Railing against this effects of industrialization, reformers like this and this made a concreted effort to return to handcrafted. Okay, no, but here main thing is here, mass production resulted in building that were too perfect. Try to understand the statement, what they are saying to us. No longer. So as this is the reason for this, because there was a mass production. Okay, let's read the options. Crystal Palace, no. Pre-industrial manufacturing return, this word was here, but after that railing against, so what had happened with individual craftsmen? So these persons were railing against this diminishing effect like this. They try to get handcrafted pre-industrial manufacturing techniques, but before that they are asking this sentence meaning. No, industrial process in scale, so ornaments was not there. Industrial process means, see, this mass production resulted in this and this, that's why. Now 13 number, the building style changed after World War II as a result of. Now where we know with this location. Now here in this paragraph, after the World War II the situation began to change. Here this, the building style, we are looking for building style changed after World War II as a result of. So what was the result? The modern movement believes in progress and the future struck a chord with the mood of post-war Britain, and reconstruction began, means building, under this Labour government. There was a desperate need for cheap housing which could be produced quickly. The use of prefabricated elements, metal frames, decoration, all of which had been embraced, were adopted to varying degrees for housing development and schools. So rebuilding the city centers become important patrons of this, represented a shifted. Okay, now we can just find the answer, because here they are saying something. After this there was a desperate need for cheap housing. So cheap housing, it is given, shortage of cheap housing, properly it is given. Local authorities, as a result of, no, local authorities, they have started talking about here. So abundant materials is not given, and this word is also not given here. So we will select this.